Hello, it's George Mason from the George Mason Show. Huh? Come on. How are you tonight? Welcome. Let's come on for a little introduction, a little short, a little something, something. Basically, just want to say thank you to my past guests that I've had on so far for 2024, and tell you about some of the shows that I got coming down the pipe in the future. And first of all, let's give a round of applause to that beat. Love that beat. But yeah, I want to thank Harris Stanton, very funny comedian from South Carolina. Harris tells a story. He was in the car the night with Tracy Moore, coming from the tour. They were on tour. Tracy Morgan himself, Artie Fuqua, and it was interesting because it's the first time I heard it. You know, you get secondhand stories and stuff like that, but heard it from him himself how he told the story. So it was very interesting. Let's give it a picture. Let's get Harris up here. The brother, as I said, he's from South Carolina, and he's a very funny dude. I want to play a little tape.
I got drafted by the Chicago Cubs in 1996 in the 56th round. It's pretty low. Matter of fact, I got drafted so low by the Cubs. When I got the phone call, it was collect. I swear to God, I got a collect phone call. But you don't care. I was excited. Immediately went down to spring training down in West Palm Beach, Florida. Yeah, sat the bench. I was like, wow, coach, I can't even play at practice? You do know this is training camp. Can't get in any practice drills or nothing. I don't know if anybody here ever played like a high school, college sport and you set the bench most of the time. You know exactly the mentality I was going through. You start the season like everybody else, excited. Yeah, I'm getting some games, I'm gonna hit some home runs. And after a while, you don't get any games, you kind of sell into your position mentally, right? I lost my glove halfway through the season. I ain't even bothered about new. I didn't even look for it. No one even noticed I was missing a vital piece of being a base. No one cared. I stopped caring. I stopped wearing my cleats to the field. I just wore my tennis shoes and flip-flops. I didn't care. I would order pizza in the 7th inning with that dugout phone. Hey, coach, what you want on your slice? Cut the crap, Stanton. Get your head in the game. My head, what about the rest of my body? That would love to get in the game. My mom's at every home game watching me eat sunflower seeds all 9 innings with a video camera. And I was 18 when I got drafted, man, so I was young and dumb. I went and got a stupid baseball tattoo on my right arm like a jackass because I thought it was going to be my career, and I was just there. and people always ask, why you got a stupid baseball tattoo on your arm? Now I got to explain my failures in life. I got a microphone on my left arm, so I really hope this comedy thing work out. I'm not getting no UPS truck tattooed anywhere.
That's Harris. That's funny. It's a funny piece telling his story. His brothers migrated in from South Carolina, and he's making it now. He's doing his thing, and he's got his own material. Good stand up. Good stand up. Thank you, Harris. So yeah, I had him, had that brother, and Steve Solis. Steve and I got a history. We go back a bit. This is Steve. Picture of Steve here. Yeah. Huh? That's Steve. But yeah, I had him with Dwayne Kennedy. They're both out of Chicago, out of Chi-Town. And funny guys, man. Very, very, very funny. But yeah, I have guests from all walks of life, professions, doctors, activists, professionals, if you will, and rappers, singers, comedians, obviously, but yeah, trying to find my niche here in this whole game, podcast game, if you will. But it's just so much out here, so much competition, if you will. And but there's a place for everybody, and which is all good. So I do interviews and stuff and such, talk about topics, current topics, and that's what you'll have here at the George Mason Show. I do it Wednesday at 8 p.m. is when we hit, but also let me play. I want to do Dwayne some justice as well. Dwayne Kennedy.
I got drafted by the Chicago Cubs in 1996 in the 56th round. It's pretty low.
I just played Harris before. That's Dwayne there. Sometimes you make mistakes, but this is Dwayne. Dwayne was on Letterman. Dwayne has done his own special, Showtime specials. He did Letterman, I think, 3 times before, but this is a little.
Let white folks have it, man. Just right out the gate. Let me tell you something. Your pathological greed and compulsive need for control has been the single most source of pain and misery for people of color throughout this world for generations. But I try not to say things like that anymore. Because I found once you have said something like that to a white person, you almost never get a second date. You know what I mean?
It's Dwayne, and looks a little bit like a young Mike Evans, the last picture from Good Times. Yeah, but and from Chicago as well. And Dwayne is funny as hell. He's a very, very funny brother. This is a piece.
Like his only hit. Different type of show than I expected, man. And I'm glad. I hope it's a different type of show than you expected. A bit. Because I mean, sometimes people see like black comedians and stuff, and they think, oh man, it's gonna be like, I can't wait. He's gonna be talking about everybody. He's gonna be talking about that dude. Hey, talk about his head. Talk about that brother right there. He can't walk. Talk about him. I don't like to do that, man. And it kills me when you see like black comedians who come on sometimes and they come out and they'll dog out the audience, but then they'll try to slip in some social commentary. Yeah, those brothers kill me. Be like ignorant with a message. They'll come out like, God damn, I'm in this motherfucking house. Look at all these motherfuckers here. Look at where all my niggas at. Look at all these motherfucking niggas right here. Look at this black ass bitch right here. This funky black ass, nasty, stinky, skank, funky nasty, funky skank, nasty, black funky stank, nasty black bitch right here. Funky black. And speaking of nasty, funky, stank bitches, we got to love our sisters, because they queens. They queens. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying. This bald-head black motherfucker right here. Bubble-lip motherfucker. No job having government cheese receiving motherfucker right. Pussy-eating motherfucker right here. And speaking of eating pussy, ladies and gentlemen, it's too many kids going to bed hungry at night. All right, thank you all. I'm done.
Dwayne Kennedy. Dwayne is great. And yeah, I had him, Steve Solis on, and I said Harris Stanton. And come down the pipe, I'm gonna have I have some stuff lined up with some activists, Mustafa Majid. Mustafa, very powerful brother. And that's him there on the right with Don King. As back in the day stuff where he from uptown Harlem. He's in Philadelphia now. He's a councilman, running for council. He's with Dick Gregory and with Mooney. That's Paul Mooney there. And yeah, Mustafa is an interesting man. He's when I met him, he was from Chuck E. Chuck, Lamont Baker. He was an activist. He was with the Nation, and he was used to advocate for blacks and Puerto Ricans on job sites, for construction sites, movie sets, where there were no blacks and Latinos. Mustafa would show up with a busload of Latinos and blacks, man, and they'd get jobs. You know, they'd make their presence felt, make it known, and do what was needed, man, to work. And he's now has a movie out and trying to actually transform it and sell it into a TV series. It's called The Groundbreakers, story about his life. Very interesting. So I'm going to have him on and other comedians, Mustafa Majid and rappers and Sedan, the God of Sound, the Almighty Force Brothers. And from there, the Caliente Brothers. I say Caliente, Clientele. I get that shit twisted all the time. What's wrong with me? But yeah. So with Mikey D, Will Seville, Eddie OJ, and forgive me for that, the Clientele Brothers. Huh? Big on me for that. And I'm dyslexic and shit gets twisted sometimes. It's like that. But yeah, so I got that coming down the pipe. Also, I wanted to mention that this Saturday, the 3rd, I'm going to be with Money Marv. We're going to be doing our own show. We're having a show on Saturday night at 8 o'clock. It's called the Money Marv and G Money Show. Give it up for that. So look for that at 8 p.m. Well, that's the time that we have for now on the 3rd. It should be very interesting because Marv is, is a very deep cat. You know, he's serious. He takes no shorts. Sometimes he could be very funny. And, so we're going to chop it up and kick it around. And I would tune in for that because I know what's coming down the pipe on that. So 8 o'clock on February 3rd, I want to let you know that. And again, I wanted to thank, the guests that I have had. I want to thank you guys for hanging in there with me. And also, I got some football guys coming down, Kai Davidson and Bobby Hammond, and hopefully we can get Leonard Marshall and stuff like that. And so, because I have a history of my backstory of football. I don't want to get into it now, but I'll talk with them along the lines. I was all pro, but I was all city, all everything or whatever. And, but that's another story, for another day. But yeah, I want to leave you and place out this. Play this out. Love this beat. So tell your loved ones you love them, hug them, keep them close to you. Always tell you, make sure to stay positive. Stay on the upbeat of positivity. You can't be in the wrong if you're doing the right thing. And persistence always overcomes resistance. All right? Stay in the Word. Keep God first and foremost. Have a good night. God bless you. Peace.